Good morning and welcome to Happy Hour Yoga. This morning I'm in the studio and we're going to do a 30-minute power yoga class. So we're going to start in child's pose, knees wide, chest down, arms forward, active fingers, so spread those fingers. And just start to tune into your Ujjayi breath, maybe lifting your forearms off the mat, pushing them into the floor to push your hips back just a little bit. And so deepen that Ujjayi breath using the whisper muscles at the back of the throat. And take 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And then you're going to come all the way up into tabletop, wrist under shoulders, legs hip width apart. And start to follow that Ujjayi breath through cat and cow. Dropping your belly, lifting your chest and your tailbone as you breathe in, maybe curling to the balls of your feet. And as you breathe out, tucking your chin in, rounding your back into a cat. And again, inhale, lifting your chest. And exhale, rounding. 1 more time, just waking up the spine. And exhale. Coming back to your tabletop with your flat back, curl to the balls of your feet. Push your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, just start to pedal out. Bending one knee and then the other, maybe shaking your head. You're pushing the mat away from you. And finding that nice inverted V. Keep your Uddiyana Bandha engaged, your belly button tucked in and up. Find some stillness. Walk your big toes to touch and lift your right leg up. So starting with an internal rotation, pinky toe towards the mat, we'll begin to open up our hips, bending your knee and stacking your right hip on top of your left, maybe looking under your right arm. Keep lifting those hips up as you breathe and take about 3 breaths here. And continue to open up, maybe coming a little higher on the ball of your foot. And then you can drop your right foot and lift your left leg, doing the same thing, starting with that internal rotation, pinky toe towards the mat. And then bend the knee and look under your left arm, opening up those hips, following that opening with 3 full breaths, in through your nose and out through your nose. Once you've completed your 3rd breath, straighten your left leg, sweep it to the front of your mat, right foot to follow, and then space between your feet as you find ragdoll. Opposite hands to opposite biceps, and just allow your body to shift side to side. Lifting and spreading your toes, pressing through all 4 corners of your feet, waking up your spine, allowing the weight of your upper body to draw your chest to your thighs as you find length in your spine. And then release your hands, heel toe your feet to touch. And begin to stack your vertebrae slowly, coming up 1 vertebrae at a time. At the very top, reach up, lengthen. Bring your hands to your heart and your eye gaze to your fingertips. We'll start our practice together today with 1 Om. O-R-M. Take a deep breath in. The voice of all yogis, simply meaning everything. Inhale as you reach up. Spread your pinkies, find a little back bend if you can. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And as you exhale, hands fold through your heart, bow low. Inhale to a half lift, half flat back. Drop your hands, step back into high push-up. Finding your core, take a full breath in. Lift through your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Shift forward onto your toes, lower down, hover or release. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Keep those elbows in, shoulders down. Exhale, roll your hips up and back. Big breath in, big breath out. We're starting with Sun Salutation A. Again, inhale, keep those bandhas engaged, and exhale. Fill up with breath. exhale it out. Bend your knees, look forward, walk or float, top of your mat. I'll walk this time. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthening your spine. Bow, fold, exhale. Rise up, reach back as you breathe in, finding that micro back bend. Exhale, bow forward, hands through your heart. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, drop your hands, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, resetting through that dog. Push those hips up and back. Bend your knees, look forward, hop or walk, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Rise up, reach back, inhale. Bow low, exhale. Half lift, in breath. Step or shoot it back, high to low push-up. Breathe in for upward facing. Out, downward facing. One breath in. One breath out. Walk or hop. Half lift in. Fold out. Rise as you breathe in. Bow low as you breathe out. Warming up the body, clearing the mind. Inhale, flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in for upward facing. Out, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Reset, mind and body. Biceps around your ears. Pressing those hips up and back and the mat away from you. Take one more full breath in. Empty your breath. Walk or hop, top of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Starting our sun salutation B's. Weight in your heels, lifting through your toes, reaching those arms up, maybe a slight pelvic tilt. Making sure those knees don't go beyond those toes. Fire in the quads, really engage, squeeze those quads. Squeeze your inner thighs. Take one more breath. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, hop or step back. Breathe in for upward facing, chest lifts. Downward facing dog, right foot steps forward. Grounding through the pinky edge of your left foot as you rise up. Warrior one. Right knee right over your ankle. Pinky edge of your left foot, grounded into the mat, and your toes about 45 degrees, or pointing to the front left edge of your mat. Shoulders away from your ears. Square your hips, pulling your right hip back. Maybe you find a back bend here, maybe you don't. Feel it out. Take one more full breath in. High to low push-up. Breathe in, upward facing. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Rise up right away. Check into your form, pulling that left hip back to square your hips. Grounding through that right pinky edge. Lifting your chest. Maybe your gaze, dropping that left knee right over your ankle. And it tracks to your left pinky toe. Good, find one more breath, maybe finding a back bend. And then high to low push-up. Go through your Vinyasa. Breathe in for upward facing. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Walk or hop, top of your mat. Half lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose, one breath. Inhale, sink deep. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high to low push-up. Breathe in, upward facing. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, high to low push-up. Breathe in, upward facing, one breath. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Use your breath, rise up. Exhale, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale that breath. Hop or walk, top of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, one breath. Bow low, exhale. Lengthen your spine on your in-breath. Shoot it back. High to low. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior one, one breath. All the way up. And then leave it. High to low. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left foot. Warrior one, same breath. All the way out. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Get empty first. Walk or float, top of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, one breath. Bow forward. Half lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one, rise up. Open up, warrior two. Set yourself up. Right knee over your ankle and tracks towards your pinky toe. Sometimes it goes inward, work it. And then right heel intersects the arch of your left foot or lines up with your left heel. Breathe, ease in your shoulders and neck. Strengthen your drishti, your gaze. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more breath in. High to low push up. Breathe in for upward facing. Downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior one. Rise up. Open up, warrior two. Again, check in. See how this lines up for you. Sinking as deep as you can, dropping those shoulders away from your ears, lifting through your pelvic floor, engaging your lower belly. One more breath. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing, downward facing dog. Big breath in, huge breath out. Walk or float, top of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, one breath. Bow forward, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, low push up. Upward facing in breath. Downward dog out. Right foot forward. Warrior one, one breath open. Another breath, warrior two. Take a full breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale upward. Exhale downward. Left foot, warrior one. Rise, open up. Warrior two. Full breath in. High to low. Breathe in, upward facing. Downward facing dog. Another breath in. Empty it out. Hop or walk, finishing our sun salutation B. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bow low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or hop. Low push up. Upward facing in. Downward dog out. Right foot forward. Rise, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Full breath. Reverse. Slide your left arm down. Take your right arm over. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the arms up. Extended side angle. Right hand to your thigh. Or if you're more flexible yogi, feel free to go down to the floor or lower. Using your block, left arm reaches, gaze lifts, or streamline. Take one more full breath here. Exhale it out on your next inhale. Rise up, warrior two. High to low push-up. Breathe in, upward facing. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Follow your breath. Open up, warrior two. Take a breath, reverse, exalt your warrior. Big breath in, lift your gaze. Ground through the outside edge of that right foot. Inhale, arms come back out, warrior two. Exhale, extended side, hand to your thigh. Right arm up. Stay or drop. Using your block if you like. Opening up a little deeper. Maybe streamlining. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Use your next in-breath. Rise all the way back up, warrior two. High to low push-up. Breathe in, upward facing. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Walk your toes to touch. Lift your right leg up. Internal rotation. Kicking that right heel to the back wall. Take a full breath in. Bring your knee through to your nose, core plank. And then step it through, crescent lunge, rise up. High on the ball of your left foot. Reach those arms up, spin your pinkies. Big breath in. Huge breath out, bring your hands to your heart center. And then you're gonna twist to your right, taking your left elbow outside that right thigh. Your modification would be to drop your left knee. But your work is to lift your heart towards your thumb knuckles. Yeah, sometimes you'll fall. So what? Keep breathing in, pushing that left heel to the back. Detoxing, rinsing. Take 1 more full breath in. Exhale your breath first. Rise up back into crescent lunge. Come right away into warrior two. From warrior two, fill up. Hop into half moon, Ardha Trikonasana. Right hand floats or drops to the floor. Sometimes you fall. Sometimes you use a block. Karate kick your left foot to the back wall or behind you wherever you are. And stay with it. Come back to it. If you fall like I just did, 1 more breath. Step back into your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reverse your triangle, taking your right arm up and over. Feeling that stretch in your hips and your side body. Keep your legs straight, take your arms out. Send your left hip back, reach your right arm forward. Finding triangle pose, right hand down, left arm up. Stacking muscle to bone, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. Feeling your breath. Use your core in your next inhale. Come back up. Triangle pose. Turn your feet towards each other, hands on your hips. Find a little micro back bend, and then just bow forward. Finding a stretch, or using this as an opportunity to play. Today I'm just going to stay. Good place to do a tripod headstand. Walk your hands through. If you can, pushing to the outside edges of your feet. 1 more breath. Walk those hands back underneath your shoulders, hands to your hips, halfway up, using your core. Rise all the way up. Turn all 10 toes facing forward. Step your left foot in so it's 3 feet from your right. You can reverse namaste your hands or grab opposite elbows or biceps. Keep your back flat, head to knee pose. Scissoring your inner thighs, pulling your right hip back. Finding your breath. And then I like to use a block here. Left hand to the floor, your shin or a block inside or outside of your foot so you can twist towards the right. Lifting that right arm, lifting your gaze. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Release your right hand. Step back, high to low push-up. Breathe in, upward facing. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Internal rotation, finding that nice long leg. And then bring your knee to your nose and hold core plank. And then step it through, rise up. Crescent lunge. Grounding through the ball of your right foot. Reach high, big breath in. Hands to your heart. Exhale your breath. When you're ready, twist towards the left, right elbow outside, pressing into that left leg. Lifting your heart, lifting your chest as you continue to detox the mind and the body. Take 1 more breath in. Empty your breath out. Rise up into crescent lunge as you breathe in. Open up into warrior 2. Now take a breath. Here we go. Half moon on the other side. Let's see if I do a little better. Floating that left hand or dropping it to a block of the floor. Right arm reaches as that right foot kicks to the back. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. When you get real steady at this, lift your gaze. Step back into your warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. And then reverse. Opening up those hips, grounding through the outside edge of your right foot. Bring the arms back out, keep the legs straight. Triangle Utthita Trikonasana. Sending your right hip back, reaching that left arm forward, stacking muscle to bone. Using your core, pulling in that lower belly. Using your breath. Finding space you may not realize that you had. Use your core in your next inhale, rise all the way up. Turn your toes towards each other, hands to your hips. Micro back bend, and then fold. So here we're just working on our hamstrings. So half split spine. I'll first face left. You can drop your knee, straighten your left leg, finding your half Hanumanasana that way. If you're capable of doing a full split, you can go there. Stay there 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Rebend that leg. Walk yourself back to center and then turn and do the other side. So again, you may find different sides, have different lessons to provide you in your body. Find a stretch that suits you. Surrender to it. Open up to the possibility of it going deeper. And take 1 more breath. Coming back to the center. Hands to your hips, have you half left, thought back. Rise all the way up. Square your hips to the front of the room or to forward. Step your back foot in, your right foot in 3 feet from your left. Legs are straight, reverse namaste or different arms. Keep your back flat as you namaste forward fold. Find that head to knee pose. Surrendering your chest to your thighs, squaring your hips, pulling your left hip back, scissoring those inner thighs. 1 more breath. Drop your right hand. Again, you can use your hand on your shin. You can use the block on the outside. This time I'll try that. Hand to your hip. Find your twist, grounding through all 4 corners of your feet, lifting up. One more breath in. Exhale, drop your hands, step back into high push-up. From high push-up, side plank, right hand stays down. Stack your hips. Or drop 1 foot in front of the other, or drop a knee. Keep that left arm up or streamline it. You can lift that top leg. Vashisthasana. Come back to your plank. Take a breath to set up. And then do your side plank, left arm down. Again, you can just stack your hips. Drop your left knee. Streamline and lift. One more breath. Come back and flow through your vinyasa. Shift forward to those toes, lower down. Inhale for upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath to fill. Empty your breath first. Look forward, hop or walk. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Hands to your heart, exhale your breath. Twist to your right. Left elbow hooking outside that right leg. Squaring your hips, pulling your left hip back, lifting your chest, and dropping your hips. Rinsing. Detoxing the body. Massaging those internal organs. Letting go of toxins. One more full breath in. Exhale your breath. Padangusthasana. Separate your feet. 2 fists width apart. Peace finger the big toe of each foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow forward. Pull your chest to your thighs. Bend those elbows. Knee can be soft. Shake your head. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth to release any heat. But remember, it does release heat. 1 more breath. Pushing that tailbone, finding a stretch in those hamstrings. Release the bind, walk those toes to touch. Back to chair pose. Big breath in, hands to your heart. Exhale your breath. Twist towards your left, right elbow hooks outside, dropping those hips, lifting your chest, finding that space, pulling that right hip back so your knees stay in alignment. Fueling your twist, letting go of emotional baggage on this side. Take 1 more breath. Exhale your breath. Release Padahastasana. Separate your feet, Gorilla Asana, shovel your hands, toes to wrist creases. Lengthen, and then bend. Maybe on your in-breath, pushing those tailbones towards the sky, the ceiling, lengthening your hamstrings. Releasing, surrendering. Last breath. Release the bind, heel toe your feet to touch. Press down into your feet as you rise up. Reach high, finding length in your spine. Hands to your heart. Today we'll close our power practice, staying tuned for our second half, which will encompass balance poses and stretch. So we'll close as we began with 1 Om. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for joining me today. Come back and see me again. Namaste.